Since 1997, Arirang TV has produced programs specializing in diplomacy.
Ambassador, we were in your home, in your residence.
And since March 2019, Arirang TV has introduced 73 countries and 91 ambassadors. And the one person who's met them all is Na Nuri, the producer in charge of Diplomat Talks. Now she's going to meet the ambassadors personally for a deeper, more interesting, and special discussion. Are you ready?
So that is how I became the producer and new host of Diplomat Talks. As the PD and host, my first job was to inform all the embassies of this news. 뭐예요? 누가 줬어요? A letter arrived for me. It was from an embassy. 뭐야 이거? 나한테 온 건데? 누가 위에서 던졌나? 아무도 안 보이는데?
누가 자꾸 이걸 놓고 가는 거야?
이게 뭐지? 아리랑 TV 누가 갖다 놨어? 대사관에서 온 건데 우리 프로그램에 출연하고 싶으시대요. 진짜일까? 안녕하세요. 네. 대사관에 메일 다 보냈잖아요.
네네.
근데 답장이 누가 답장을 그 편지로 막 계속 주고 가요, 회사에.
편지로요?
네.
뭐지?
그걸 누가 갖다 주는 건지 모르겠어요.
진짜. 편지는 진짜 신기하네요.
그러니까.
보통 메일로 답장을 보내시는
그러니까.
거예요. 저희 그러면은 그 편지 보내준 대사관들 먼저 연락해보면 되나요?
네, 그래야 될 것 같아요. 먼저 답장을 준 곳에 연락을 해봐야 될 것 같아요. 아니, 누가 장난치는 걸까 봐.
네. 그러면은 제가 연락을 해볼게요. 이 중에서 첫 번째로 인터뷰할 곳 생각하신 데 있으세요?
어때요?
오, 좋아요.
뭔가 재밌는 행사가 있더라고요.
그래요?
그래서 거기에 먼저 연락을 해보는 게 좋을 것 같아요.
네. 알겠습니다.
And I started preparing for the interview step by step.
일단 이거를 항상 가지고 다닐 예정이고요. 이렇게 카메라를 끼워서 제가 카메라를 들고 조금씩 돌아다닐 예정이에요. 그리고 이 노트를 하나 준비했습니다. 인터뷰를 하러 다니면서 이 노트에 뭔가 제가 중요하다고 생각되는 말들을 여기에 적으려고요.
It is finally time to head to the interview venue. It wasn't where we usually go, so the camera directors started wondering where we were going.
대사관이 꽤 오네요.
오늘 저희 대사관 안 가는데요?
어디 가요?
제가 오늘 대사관으로 간다고 한 적이 없어요. 오늘 되게
대사님 만나러 가는 거 아니었어요?
아니 맞는데 오늘 좀 특별한 곳에 갑니다.
여기에요.
안녕하세요.
오늘 스케줄은
그 인터뷰 저기 하고 그다음에 이제 저기 어디죠? 저기 안에 들어가서 옷 둘러보고 이런 거 좀 할 거예요. 그러니까 옷을 둘러보는 거 먼저 하고 그다음에 인터뷰를 하고 그다음에 이제
그럼 대사님을 만나러 가보겠습니다. 여기가 바로 오늘 장소입니다. 장서 구민회관 들어가 보겠습니다. 여기가 극장인 것 같아요. 한번 들어가 볼까요? 리허설이 진행 중인 것 같아요. I couldn't find the ambassador here, so I decided to visit the waiting room with the staff.
오, 여기 의상들이 있습니다. 여기 ambassador!
Hello, how are you?
The man of the day. It is the Ambassador of Nicaragua.
I heard you're holding a fashion show, Nicaraguan traditional clothing fashion
That
show
is
today.
correct. That's why you
Yes.
see all these amazing
Yes.
dresses from
Yeah.
different municipalities of Nicaragua.
But I heard that fashion show starts at 6. So why did you ask us to come so early?
I
It's
actually
only
wanted-
like 2:30.
I wanted to make sure that I give the Arirang TV audience a VIP all access pass
Okay.
to show you the show before the show.
Okay, so we are the only one who could
You are the only ones that
access
have
here.
the all access pass.
After sharing our greetings, I started to notice the diverse Nicaraguan clothing that filled the room.
There's 54 of them.
54.
Yeah, from different municipalities representing different dances, culture, history, and identity.
Okay.
So that's why you're going to see many different colors, many different accessories, textures. Each one represents a dance
Dance.
and a history. So that's why there's so many diverse ones. And we're also going to have a show of hanbok too. So
really?
together.
A fashion show with traditional Nicaraguan clothing and hanbok. I couldn't wait. I wanted to find out more about Nicaragua's traditional clothes before the fashion show begins.
So do these dresses have names?
Yeah, all of the dresses actually have
really?
names. And here actually was very interesting because we chose this one. This is el궤궨se. Right, yes. It's right here, and then there's a horse head.
Oh, yeah. I think it has a similar colors like in hanbok. You
Exactly,
can see
right
similar
here.
color in hanbok.
These
as well.
and these
Yes,
ones also,
yes,
right?
yes. We call this 색동.
Sekdong,
Yeah.
yes.
What? This one got my attention. It's really pretty.
Ah, very good.
Very
You have a
colorful.
very amazing eye because this actually is called, the dance is called La Vieja y el Viejo.
La Vieja
y el
el
Viejo
Viejo.
means the old man and the old woman.
Old man and woman.
And it's one of the most, if not the most fun dances that we have. So will you like to try it on?
Sure, but I'm afraid that I might hear this.
No, of course not. The only condition that I have is that if you try it on, then, because this is a couple thing,
Yes.
then I will also wear the El Viejo and then we
Okay.
can do it together. Maybe
Okay.
I'll show you a little bit of the dance.
Sure, but I have to tell you that I'm a terrible dancer.
No problem. We'll just move along.
Okay. So it's
Thank
just
you.
for fun. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's really heavy.
It is.
I was surprised at the ambassador's suggestion, but I didn't want to throw away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
So we have to wear this mask.
We
as
have to
well,
wear
right?
this mask so we become El Viejo and La Vieja.
Okay.
We are
And
complete.
how do you dance?
I'm a little older, so I have to wear one of these because if not, I'm gonna fall. So you basically dance with rhythm
Oh, you
of the
have music?
I have the music, yes.
Okay, so show me.
So then El Viejo basically is trying to.
Wow. You're a good dancer.
And then you dance like this.
Like this?
Yeah, you move your bum and you're like this. And then you drop one of your handkerchief.
Okay.
And then you look at me. And then I go.
Ah, thank you.
Before viewing the fashion show, I wanted to hear more from the ambassador.
Thank you.
So we decided to have an interview at a park outside the venue. There is something special I have prepared for this interview.
바로 이것입니다. 이게 뭐냐면 전에 대사님 만났을 때 이 핀을 주셨어요. 한국과 니카라과 수교 60주년 핀. 그래서 이거를 오늘 달고 인터뷰를 하려고 합니다. 저기 대사님 오세요. So you notice I have this pin?
Very wonderful. We are pin brothers and
Yeah.
sisters. Very nice. Thank you.
하나, 둘, 셋.
I will look at you.
Yes.
Good.
You ready?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's start. So let's first begin with the fashion show. How did you come up with the idea?
Wonderful. The idea of the fashion show was born out of the wish to display the beautiful friendship bonds that we have between the Republic of Nicaragua and the Republic of Korea, and how do you intertwine their cultures together. So the folk costumes that you're going to see today, they're basically our history or identity as nations. So by putting together the folk dresses from Korea and the folk dresses from Nicaragua in one stage, we express the strong friendship with one people, one country, united in culture, color, and brotherhood. So that's basically the gist of why we are doing it this way.
There must have been a lot to think about in preparing for this event. What was the most challenging part?
I would say one of the most challenging parts for me, you know me, I'm very passionate about climate change and eco-friendliness. So it was a learning experience on trying to be eco-friendly and practical at the same time, right? You have to cover the dresses. So what kind of bags do you use? Is there recyclable bags? The hangers, the boxes. So for me, one of the biggest challenge was how do I choose and remain eco-friendly, but also have to deal with the practicality of making a fashion show.
I know you work very hard to fight climate change in your daily life. You don't have a car and you use public transportation, but I didn't realize you'd pay attention to such details while preparing for this event.
One of the biggest ways that you use paper, for example, is the pamphlet, right? That was one very big challenge because I want people to know about the dresses, but I don't want to waste all that paper. So there is a very interesting website called flipbook where you can upload digital books, and then you can, for example, scan a QR code, and then it brings the actual pamphlet into your phone. So little things like that is the things that I think make a change and are practical and you can do.
So I decided to try out the eco-friendly fashion show pamphlet.
And then it will bring up the flipping book. See? So you can see that you automatically have the flipping book there. So there's no need for us to print pamphlets, paper pamphlets. And the beauty about it is I can make it in different languages. So we have it in Spanish, English, and Korean.
Really?
Exactly. But the uniqueness about these folk costumes that we're going to showcase is that it's a representation of the effort that the Nicaraguan government is doing to enrich the lives of everyday Nicaraguan through culture. Why? Because they sponsor these municipal art schools where children and adults alike from all walks of life can come and form part of groups for dance or theater or choirs, or you can get a class in painting or singing. And then what happens is, right now there's about 300 of those schools around Nicaragua, and more than 27,000 people enroll in those groups. This will not be possible without these the government's support of the municipal art schools. And that's the beauty about the dresses of today. Today dresses that you're going to see are from those municipal schools. That's the uniqueness and beauty of today.
I heard that audiences will be able to see hanbok as well. And you also wore hanbok when you first came on our show. So I think we have a lot of connections with hanbok.
Hanbok is Korea's traditional clothing, and as such, it contains within it Korean thought, customs, and aesthetic consciousness. The basics of hanbok for men are the baji, or trousers, and jogori, or top, and for women, the chima, or skirt, and jogori, or top. Magoja, or jacket, and durumagi, overcoat, can be worn over the basic top and bottom. Meanwhile, men can also wear joki, or vest, and women can wear peja, also a vest, over their tops. Hanbok's origins can be traced back to the Three Kingdoms period in Korea, from 57 BC to AD 668.
Why do I want to mix both of them? Is because I wanted to make sure that this is not just a celebration of Nicaraguan culture, but a celebration of the bonds of friendship between Nicaragua and the Republic of Korea. And what better way to do it than showcasing both dresses, their colorfulness, their happiness. You will see hanbok has these very bright, beautiful colors, and Nicaraguan costumes also have these very beautiful colors. So we get united through, I would say culture, color, and brotherhood. That's the beauty about this.
So most of the Nicaraguan traditional clothing are for dances?
The ones that are going to be represented today are for that, yes, for dances. So these are traditional dances through the history and culture of Nicaragua. And then depending on the municipality, it adapts to that. So for example, we have El Viejo en la Vieja that I talked about, El궤궨se, which is the UNESCO World Heritage. But we also have other ones that represent the mixture between the natives with Europeans. We also have an autonomous area of African descendants. So we have a beautiful mixture of cultures. The thing that makes them special is that Nicaragua is a culture of acceptance and peace. So we have assimilated the different cultures within our own instead of separating them.
Because of its complex history, Nicaragua has a unique cultural feature, which is its fusion of a variety of cultures with the country's indigenous culture. Western Nicaragua, which was a Spanish colony, has a culture similar to the rest of Spanish-speaking Latin America. However, the East was once a British protectorate, giving it a culture similar to that of former British colonies in the Caribbean. Nicaragua, like other parts of Central and South America, was originally inhabited by indigenous people. Later, it was inhabited by the Chichbas in the 10th century, and by the 1200s AD, the indigenous culture was shaped by Mesoamericans influenced by Mayan culture. The beginning of colonial rule saw the start of migration by Europeans. Around the same time, England and Spain brought African slaves to Nicaragua, making the population even more diverse. The peopling of the country by groups from different parts of the world led to a fusion of different races and cultures. And because of these cultural and historical influences, Nicaragua today has a respect for different cultures and traditions.
So you will see mixes of Nicaraguan native things with European things, Nicaraguan native things with African things, and that's what makes it very beautiful, that culture of acceptance and bringing it together.
When I met you last time, you said the easiest medium to help you get closer to people from other countries is culture. And I think today's fashion show must have started from that philosophy. So is there a reason you came to have that kind of philosophy?
That is correct. So as you pointed out last time we talked about, is the easiest step to friendship is to let people get to know you through culture. But most important step is to find the similarities. If you don't find the similarities, you might showcase the culture of your country very strongly, yet you might easily forget about it, or okay, that was something very nice, and you move on. But if I present to you look, this is your culture and this is my culture, and look how similar we are to each other, then it's very surprising to people. People will remember this. So it creates a much stronger bond than just presenting my culture by myself. I consider myself not only an ambassador of the Republic of Nicaragua, but also a cheerleader and an ambassador of the Republic of Korea. I want to showcase both my culture of my country and your country. Why? Because we are very similar. So if I can tell other people, look, this is how similar we are, this is how much I enjoy your culture, then we form this very beautiful friendship that can get into other things, right? Like business and investment and tourism and many other things.
I think there isn't a lot of time until the fashion show starts, so I think I have to let you go to prepare.
It is a little bit hectic. We're about to go get the dress rehearsal.
But we'll see you after the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
See you later. Thank you.
I'll let you go
All right.
for the time being.
Thank you.
After the interview is over, I came to the theater and got a sneak peek at the dress rehearsal. The ambassador personally coordinating the show was quite memorable.
이제 곧 패션쇼가 시작할 시간입니다.
The ambassador had changed into hanbok and started greeting the guests. I went into the theater to see the show.
Welcome to 2022 Nicaragua Korea Fashion Show. 2022년은 니카라과와 대한민국의 수교 60주년이 되는 해입니다.
I want you to enjoy to the fullest a display of the beauty of friendship between two nations through the intertwining of the riches of our cultures.
Finally, the fashion show began. The show was a feast for the eyes thanks to the countless variety of Nicaraguan clothes with intense and bold colors. Oh, a familiar dress appeared. It was the one I tried on before the show. Maybe it was because of the music, but everyone including me was clapping and having a great time. An unusual model with a striking pose and dance moves appeared. The model had a mask on, but I could tell right away that it was the ambassador. The background music changed and Korea's traditional hanbok started appearing on stage. In addition to the hanbok that we are used to seeing, models in unique hanboks took the stage, making the show feel new and fresh even to the eyes of Koreans. With Korea's traditional folk song Arirang, the fashion show came to a close with thunderous applause. I applauded the Nicaraguan ambassador for all his efforts in preparing today's fashion show. I wanted to know what other people thought of the show.
안녕하세요. 혹시 오늘 쇼 보셨나요?
So I decided to interview some people on site.
어떻게 오게 되셨는지랑
원래는 니카라과라는 나라를 그렇게 잘 알지 못하고 왔어요. 니카라과를 더 가깝게 접할 수 있는 것 같아서 좋은 기회가 된 것 같고
생각보다 한복을 다시 새로운 눈으로 보게 돼서 너무 영광이었고요. 하고 니카라과도 전통 옷을 보니까 니카라과 너무 풍부한 문화가 갖고 있다고 느껴졌어요.
이렇게 그 나라의 문화를 좀 알게 되면은 그런 사업적으로도 좀 도움이 되나요?
예, 왜냐면은 이제 제품에 대한 내용물은 이제 어느 정도 비슷하다고 하더라도 그러니까 외형적으로 이제 패키지 같은 게 그 나라에 맞게끔 이제 접목을 시키면은 좀 더 이제 해외에서도 이제 반응이 좋지 않을까 싶어요.
Outside, I found a model who was on stage and asked him questions.
이번 쇼를 하기 전까지는 이름도 못 들어볼 정도로 조금 몰랐었던 것 같은데 이번 쇼를 하면서 많이 찾아보고 그랬던 것 같습니다. 되게 밝고 화려한 의상이 좀 주류를 이루는 부분이라서 되게 입는 저도 기분이 좋았었던 것 같은데요.
After interviewing the people, I felt that Korea and Nicaragua had grown a bit closer through this fashion show. It is now time to say goodbye to the ambassador.
Do you enjoyed it?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It was amazing.
You saw the last picture how the hanbok got together with the mixture of Nicaraguans. A tear came down my cheek.
What is the one message that you'd like to convey to our viewers?
The one message is Nicaragua is your friend, and we will always be there as your friends in the many next 60 years.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. 감사합니다.
Thanks to the ambassador, I was able to learn a lot about Nicaragua. I decided to record everything from that day, the interview with the ambassador, and what I felt through the fashion show.
뭐야?
Surprise!
형님 언제 왔어요?
I was near you for a few days now, but you didn't notice my presence.
전혀 못 느꼈는데요?
What? Who do you think delivered the invitation to you?
아, 그게 토토님이었어요?
Of course! You've forgotten about Talk the Messenger.
아, 이제 다시 돌아오신 건가요?
I heard Diplomat Talks is going through a program reshuffle. I can't miss that.
근데 이제 그 세번째 특집은 끝났어요.
Don't worry. I can do anything from research, location searching to script writing. You can count on me.
아! 저 톡톡님이 할 수 있는 업무가 하나 생각났어요.
What is it?
브이로그가 쉽지 않네요. 무척 구스토! 어때? 이거 살릴 수 있을까? So I'm a little bit nervous.